Hey guys, what's up? This is me, Dr. Roman, back for you guys, making an awesome video today. It's an awesome start of a day. I just woke up, and this will be a new series today. Of course, it's presented by Unacademy. This is our new channel, youtube.com Unacademy UPSC. Response from you guys is not good. Do like it and subscribe it. It will be very good for your preparation because I make sure it did. Then what we talk about today is high yield series. Many guys saying what is high yield? Nah, 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 So the high yield series is about what I called as you read less, you get more. Let's say you read a text like India after independence, and that is a huge text about 500 pages, more than that. So you'll get approximately let's say 5 questions out of it. So you have to read like more than 100 page for one question. But in this series, you just need to watch my video for 10 minutes and you'll get the adequate response out of it. Cool. So this series is for high yield series. Only high yield topics will be discussed. The most high yield being environment and ecology, and it is one of the most important topics ever. It literally being the most important topic in preliminary examination at least, and also many questions are asked in mains exam. So this series is conceptualized by, of course, me, and this is my Facebook page. You can ask any questions whatsoever, not limited to only studies, only any questions regarding life, meaning of life, what you should do in your life, whatever. I will try to help you with best of my abilities. Facebook.com/romansaini.official. You can read more about me there. So these are the major topics which I'll be covering in environment and ecology. Oh my god, I've been reading it for past 8 years. Still, I love this topic like anything. So anyway, let's start. First of all, ecology, obviously. Then ecosystem structure and functions. Ecological succession, population interaction. Ecological succession again. It's because it's for like one is primary succession, another is secondary succession. Then biodiversity, what is IUCN, what is its red data book, what are biomes, what are Indian biomes, what is interaction, that is mutualism, predation, parasitism, commensalism, amensalism. So all these will be discussed in detail. What is energy flow, rule of 10%, and how does energy flow occurs in various pyramids from primary, secondary, tertiary to top consumers, how this energy flow occurs. Then what is called as nutrient cycle. So nitrogen, phosphorus, carbon, sulfur, all these nutrients are exchanged in nature via nutrient cycle. Then something I call ecological pyramids. So these are shaped like this most of the time. Sometimes they are also shaped inverted like this. So we will be discussing what are these. Frequently they are asked in UPSC. Then what are the services provided by ecosystem to us, like fresh oxygen, air, herbs and whatnot. Everything is provided by ecosystem. Then there is more and more and more, like always with me. Then there is more, just like X-Men movies. They keep coming and better and better. Anyways, I'll be dealing complete coverage from NCRTs. That's a guarantee. Most of the questions are asked from NCRTs and will help you both in prelims and mains. Coverage of whatever is relevant in what, in whatever magazines and books and coaching material which is available in the market. I'll make sure that I'm dealing with them so that you don't have to read each and everything. I am free now, so I can read them for you guys, but I have a problem, so I'll be discussing that later. Solved questions from last year as well as from the test series which occurs, let's say, of various coaching institutes, CL and Waji and all, and Sriram and all these coachings. They produce test series, so I'll be discussing about them. Then about question prediction for UPSCs. See, easily I can predict 5 to 15 questions out of 100 in GS paper 1. Like that's a personal guarantee. More or less I can tell you which kind of questions will be asked, and then I'll be relating these environment and ecology topics to the current affairs. Just see, it's get better and better. So you don't need to do anything. I'm what I'm doing is what we call in coaching as spoon feeding. This is spoon, this is the food, and this is your mouth, and I'm feeding it. So this is spoon feeding. You just need to open your mouth. Anyways, but the thing is, guys, you are giving a very lukewarm kind of a response. You are not sharing it. You don't comment. You don't message. You don't tell me how it is, and you don't give me anything. Any response whatsoever will be appreciated. So, do you guys want me to make more videos? That's like the moment of truth. So, do you guys want me to make more videos? Do comment on the comment section below, or like my page and then message me over there. I'll be more than happy to reply. So these are the terminologies which I'll be dealing with. So in this introductory part, let's start with ecology. What is ecology? So Haeckel was a scientist. Ernst Haeckel was a scientist who described, and along with Tansley. So these two guys described ecology and ecosystem. So ecology is nothing but organism, relation, and environment. So organism and environment and their relation is called as ecology. That's it. These three keywords and it's done. Ecosystem Ecosystem is basically biotic plus abiotic. What is biotic? Biota means literally life, so anything which is alive, like organisms, plants, microorganisms, anything which is alive. Abiotic means soil, water, anything like that. So biotic plus abiotic, and this is a system which is called as ecosystem. So ecosystem is a system which includes biotic plus abiotic elements. Then which is something called as ecard. What is ecard? Plant species which have same genetic stock but drastically different vegetative state or physical, like size, shape, etc. So these are different in them, so that is called as ecard. They are different physically also, and these changes are reversible because the genetic stock is same. So this is the reversible thing. Then what is called as ecotype. They are also plant species and they are interfertile because they are a part of species. So you guys must be knowing what is a species. Species is anything which can interbreed. Most of the time this logic follows. So if you can interbreed, you are a part of a single species. Sometimes it's not, like horse and donkey, they can reproduce, which is called mule, and tiger plus lion produces tiglion, and there are certain exceptions, but more or less species means interbreeding. Then genetically different and irreversible. Obviously they are genetically different, so it has to be irreversible. Then guys, we have ecological succession. Ecological succession means transformation from primary simpler species like lichen etc. to a very complex species which are called as climax species. So this is called as ecological succession. If it occurs in a bare area, then it is called as primary succession. If it occurs in already area which had life earlier, then it is called as secondary succession. So there is a variant of it also which is called serial. Serial is an ecological succession for microorganisms like bacteria etc. Cool guys. So then we have autoecology and sign ecology. Sign means साथ, इससे आपका और मेरा साथ रहेगा. उसी तरीके से sign means साथ. Sath means you have to study about group or a community. So ecology of a group or a community is called as sign ecology, while aut means autonomous, that is individual. So if individual is the unit of study, then it is called as aut ecology. Okay guys. Then we have edaphic. Edaphic means anything related to soil. So these are very confusing terms, all starting from E, so I have covered them. Then there is ecological niche, which is physical as well as a functional role of a species in a community is called as ecological niche. Then there is ecological equivalents, that is similar niches in different geographical regions. Example, grasses are present. Okay, so in North America they are called by a different name. You will find out and tell me. I don't need to tell you everything. South America they'll be called something else. Okay, so do find out. There are 6 names in 6 different regions of grasses. So tell me that. Then there are therms, that is the classification based on temperature survival. So megatherms with high temperature throughout, example tropical rainforest. Mesotherms alternating high, alternating low, that is tropical deciduous forest. Microtherms, that is low temperature throughout the year, mixed coniferous forest. And finally hecistotherms, they are extremely low temperature and alpine forests. Okay guys, so this is done I guess. Then So finally we arrive at what I call biomes. Biomes are the largest unit which are present, and approximately 11 biomes occur in the entire earth. So how, what is this graph about? So if you see on the x-axis, we have mean annual precipitation in centimeters, and here we have mean annual temperature in degree Celsius. So this graph explains the distribution of biomes in the entire world. So let's say where we will keep deserts. So desert will be where the average temperature is obviously more than 5. So we will start from here. But the rainfall is very low. So we will keep it somewhere here. So this portion is desert. Cool. Then let's say where will you keep Arctic and Alpine tundras. So they have to start at, let's say, minus 10 degrees here, and their rainfall can go up to 110, 120. So this is what we called as alpine tundra. Cool guys. So where you will keep tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest, let's say the temperature will be about 25 degrees Celsius, 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Rainfall will start from around 200, will go till 400. So these are what I call as tropical rainforests. Cool guys. Then to change the color, let's say where you'll keep grasslands. So grasslands are in green, and the rainfall is about 100. So temperature is also about 5. So you start from here and you make something like this. So this is grassland. Okay, green grassland. Then two are left. The temperate forest. Temperate forest is a very overlapping kind of a term. It overlaps with everything. So just make something like this. So this will be temperate forest. And finally, we have coniferous forest. Coniferous forest characterized by very high rainfall, but the temperature is very low. So something like this will be a coniferous forest. So this is the diagram. Do save it in memory because many questions will be solved directly from this diagram application. Cool guys. So that's it. And now we shift to abiotic factors. What are abiotic factors? Anything which is a plus bios, that is anything which is not alive, is abiotic. First of all, temperature. Temperature is single most important factor in deciding ecological systems. It's the single most important thing. Then there is, because it controls the activities of enzymes plus their kinetics plus basal metabolic rate. Water is essential for the growth and everything and all the, it's the second most important factor. Then third is light, and fourth is soil. So what do we call soil factors guys? I told you in 2 3 slides before. Come on, recall, yaad karo na. It's adaphic dude. Adaphic means soil. Cool. Then we shift to response to abiotic factor. So how does that work out? So responses to abiotic factor is, we have 5 classes. So these guys, they respond differently. Regulators being human beings. So on this axis and on y-axis, on y-axis, yeah, we have internal level. On x-axis, we have external level. So this line, approximately this line, this is internal level is changing along with external level. So what are these guys? So these guys are obviously what I called as conformers. So these are conformists, they change along with the changing environment. Then somewhere here are human beings, so their internal level will keep constant along with external levels. So they are what I call as regulators. Then these guys, starting from here and going till here, they are what we called as partial regulators. So guys, migration means if there is extreme condition somewhere, you just migrate, like Syrians migrating to different part of Middle East and Europe, something like that. We migrate, Bangladeshis migrate to India and all. And suspension means like bacteria and fungus, they form spores. So these spores are then converted into organisms under favorable conditions. So these are the five major responses that occur to abiotic factor. Cool guys. Then the second last topic for today is adaptation. So any attribute, either morphological, physiological or behavioral, that facilitates in survival and reproduction of an organism, it's called adaptation. So adaptation is both a process as well as already existing trait. This process leads to what are we called as evolution. So Allen's rule, these are all examples of adaptation. Allen's rule says if you are in cold, you will have small extremities. Why? Because it will prevent loss of temperature. TAC means Thermophilus aquaticus. This is a bacteria whose DNA is thermostable, so it can survive in very high temperatures. It is used in PCR for DNA amplification. PCR stands for polymerase chain reaction, and it was discovered by Mullis, who got Nobel Prize in 1990 in chemistry. Then, similarly for cold, we have chaperone proteins. They help in survival in cold temperature as they prevent freezing of proteins. Then CAM pathway and conversion of leaves into spine is obviously seen in desert plants. CAM pathway is, see, let me explain in brief what is CAM pathway. Let's say it is cactus and it has all these spines. So if for photosynthesis it needs light, right? But it cannot do in day because if stomata are open in day, so evaporation will occur and cactus will die. So these plants in desert environment have discovered what we call as CAM pathway, and now they do photosynthesis in night also. So this is there. Then we have kangaroo rat who don't drink water for days and get water from fat oxidation plus concentration of urine, extreme concentration of urine, so no water loss occurs. Finally, altitude sickness is seen in human beings, very well demonstrated. If you go to high altitude, like I'll go to Missouri in 25 days from now, so what I'll do is my RBC level will increase, my hemoglobin level will increase. So this will help in compensation of decreased oxygen in the environment. So this is very dynamic kind of adaptation. Once I'll return back to normal altitude, it will again become normal. So finally we have population pyramids. Oops, I forgot to put these slides. Anyways, where are they? I was just kidding. So see guys, so this is a population pyramid. This is one of the population pyramids. Okay. So this is age. So this will be what we call as reproductive group. These are elderly. These are children. So if we have very higher number of children, then it is what we call as expanding population pyramid. So and then if you have something like let's say this, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this, that is the, there is more or less the same number of individuals are there in both children as well as the reproductive group, then it is called as stable. Finally, if something like this is happening, where children are also less, elderly are also less, so this is what we call as declining. So just remember these three, they are very very awesome. Fine, once again I'll make them for you. So if something is like this, and then this, and then this, and then this, so this is expanding, this is kind of stable, and this is kind of declining. Okay guys, on this axis we have age. Just remember this is pre-reproduction, this is reproduction, and this is post-reproduction. Very very important concept in ecology and environment. So guys, I have a complaint from you, like seriously, yeah, I've been making these videos for you guys, and now I'm seeing that sharing and response from your side is very 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 lukewarm. It's not awesome like you guys are. You guys are awesome, so you have to give an awesome response. so that I don't have these second thoughts about making these videos anymore. So do give a response, do let me know that you appreciate my work and you want me to keep going on with them. Anyways, if you like this video, click here to subscribe on an Academy channel and tweet to me at Roman Saini, and this is our website unacademy-upsc.com. Do like, share and subscribe. And if I have any questions, my Facebook page is always there, facebook.com/romansaini.official. Anyways, hope your studies are awesome like you guys are, and bye bye till the next video if it comes.